Hi, I'm Dr. Phil Black, and I'm running for my third time on the USD 305 Board of Education. By the way, the doctor refers to my having a doctorate in education leadership with an emphasis in higher education. In other words, college administration. But it's related to education. I thought I'd take a little different tack today and talk to you a little bit about what I believe is the role of the Board of Education. We, in a simplest form, we represent you. That could be people who have kids in school, people who don't have kids in school, teachers, employees, as well as retirees, which I'm not that far away, young people who have just graduated and are now working, who don't have kids, even people who have kids but are sending them to private schools or even are homeschooling. Once we're elected, we represent all of those people. But what we do is we take the ideas, the visions that the community has, and we bring that to the district. And once we as a board vote on what that vision or goal is, we hand it over to the district, and it's their job to implement it. It's not our job to get down into the details of the district, and so we really don't have to be experts on the mechanisms of a school district. That's why we hire a superintendent. That's his job. Our job is to make sure that we give him the appropriate outcomes that are expected by you, the community, and that we provide a form of assessment that ensures that those outcomes are being met. That's our job. One of the things that we're trying to do is to make partnerships within the community, and that's really a good way to find out what the community wants. As we connect with different institutions in our city of Salina, we find out what it is that the school district should be doing. So for example, we are now doing some welding programs that was based on what we heard from the business members of our community who are desperately in need of welders. So we're responding to that, and then we hand it over to the district, who in turn figures out how to do that. At the same time, I have heard over and over from members of the chamber that for people to move here and retire, quality of life is a very significant issue. And that at the top of that list is biking and hiking trails, for example. We also know that fewer younger people are actually getting driver's licenses, and they as well are interested in these kinds of biking and trails as a way to get around town. So I'm involved in the Salina Bicycle Advocacy Group, and that group decided to have a bike to work week and asked if the school district might be interested in having a bike to school day. I brought that to the board, but honestly, I couldn't get 4 votes for it. If we're trying to make it easier for people who are older and younger to get around town, say, on a bicycle, how are we going to do that if we can't even allow our kids to ride bikes to school? So that's an example of where I need people from the community to step up and run for office who maybe have a little different perspective, similar to mine on bicycles, different from me in other issues. Right now we have 5 people running for school board for 4 open positions who come from all different walks of life, yet all of whom are 100% in favor of public education. In today's paper, we saw an article that said that there's an inequity that exists at higher education because students don't have the support at home that people who are in higher income families would have. That means that our school district must be the equalizing factor, must be the opportunity for these students who are disadvantaged from the beginning to gain the upper hand and be able to go to college or to a technical college or whatever it is that they need to do in order to get a good job. That's the significance of the school district. As a member of higher education, as a college teacher and a former administrator, I bring that perspective to the school board that nobody else does. And I would hope that you'll join me in ensuring that our school board adequately represents everyone in the community. Thank you. I'm Dr. Phil Black, and I hope you vote for me.